Hello, my name is Lord Surtr, and this is another Abyssal Explainer, but finally we get to the point where I will be showing you a lot of websites, tools, and communities and places to access a lot of information about the Abyss and everything around it. So the Eveline community is amazing, so do check out all the good and nice content creators out there. There's plenty for the Abyss, but I want to get into it. So first, a very important one that I would argue is extremely helpful is the eveuniversity.org, the Eve University wiki. If you go to wiki.eveuniversity.org/abyssal dead space, you get to this page. Now this page has a lot of general information, so it goes on and on and on and on. So if you really want to get into it, you can read through all of this. You can also watch my video series from beginning to end. It is also all in there. Then we have something that I do like to play around with. It is the quantum anomaly abyssal quick reference. Essentially, you can play around with like the weather type. You can see the stats of the NPCs, what damage they do, what their range is, their reward, how far does it go. You can adjust the rooms, like if you get this room, what do you need to beat it, what is the incoming damage gonna be like. There's a whole, for the insanely mathematical geniuses love theory crafting more than anything else. This is a tool you can play around with and have a lot of fun with. But if you're an Abyss, you are gonna run into Mutaplasmids. Maybe eventually you'll find yourself rolling Abyssal mods, like using the Mutaplasmids to generate random stats. Then you have the Mutamarket.com, a very useful website in case you want to compare, appraise, see, or evaluate a whole bunch of Abyssal mods, and basically just put a price tag on it in like a rough ballpark. It is always with a margin of error, never truly accurate, but if you get your item type from in-game, you need to post it into a chat window and you can get it in here. You can actually appraise it and it will tell you in a very rough ballpark what it's roughly worth. It's never exact, and it does not mean it will sell at set price. So make your own judgment. This is just a guideline, but even then, very useful website. Then we have the Abyssal cheat sheet. So this one has been going around the community for a while, and it has a lot of information on a very small area. This one, you can study this, you can get a lot of useful information out of this one. Then of course there is the Abyssal tracker. Here you can find like the average ISK per run for each stuff. It is based on the runs that people do and register. So you can also see runs being registered here, which ship type is more popular, latest fits and everything. And also you can go to the loot table, for example. Let me scroll up right here, and what I use it for the most is the fits tab. So if you go fits, you can look through it, you can search for certain fits, and there we go, per class, per hull. There's one caveat that I would add here. If you check this, check when the fit was last updated and when it was posted. There are patches that change stuff. So not every fit on here will work. A lot of them don't. But you can also check the creator. What I mean is, there's also plenty of really old fits still on here, and there are also fits here that are just a test or meant for something completely different, but somehow are posted here. Always look at it with through a critical lens and make your own judgment. Use this as a guideline, I would say, as with most fits in EvilNine that are not pure doctrine fits. But you also have the Workbench. And on the Workbench you can find general fits for both, for all types of content. This one is definitely not limited to the Abyss. It is a sister site of the Abyss tracker. So they play into each other, they link to each other. Same thing applies here. Then we have the spreadsheet that I've been putting together. I've also got like the basic tools on here. It could probably add to it as we go along, we'll see. This is where I basically list and store the fits that I personally make. This is what I would assume an eternal work in progress, because there are also notes, plans. Sometimes I use some of this stuff to make videos. So I also do sometimes a tier list that will be posted in here. But that's only going to be lower tiers. But there we go. There is fits, ships, some extra notes, and then we have the spreadsheet that I used to note all the information or general information or bullet points for this whole Abyssal Explainer series. That one I will also link here and down below. Lots of stuff I will link in the comments down below on this one. So this one has like bullet points for a lot of the things I talked about. And then we go into the game itself. So what you can do is join the Abyssal Lurkers chat channel in game. There you will find a lot of links to a lot of great contributors, great community people, personal sites, fits, and all that stuff. Like I've got Lokival, Caldari Jones, plenty of others. But they also have a Discord and so on. Use this to your advantage. Join the channel. There's always a bunch of nice people there. People will chat a lot. If you need help, you have a problem, you can always ask here. And of course, I gotta plug my own personal channel. So Surtr Rising is my personal channel. I've been posting some spreadsheets and stuff that I make in here as well. Use the tools that are given. It is nice, honestly, to see the community come together. You can of course also join my personal Discord, my Twitch, YouTube, Gig, and yes, I even started TikTok, but that one's on a low priority for me personally. If there is any stuff that I missed in the video or the whole series, please comment and add things below so that I can put them in a pinned comment on the video, or maybe even incorporate them into the final compendium, which I still need to work on, which is gonna group all the videos in a bit of a shorter format, shorter, probably 2 hours. And that is gonna be it for me today. So thanks for watching. I will see you hopefully in the next video. Surtr out.